idiots.
Well, no, it just works. Hey, I was very smart. I picked Doom, they picked Medusa. I ate the creep that burns mana. I was doing like 500 mana burn to Medusa. It was awesome.
That's pretty good. That's something a lion could have done just by pressing E, though.
Yeah, but I'm big and tanky also, and I get to say things like "You are doomed." I can't do that if I'm lion.
That's
Oh,
true.
I did have an ally, the lion, and he was really mad at me for picking Doom the entire game. Actually, so were all my allies were mad at me for picking Doom.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised. But hey, you can't argue the results here. You got the W. That's what matters.
I did. By the way, speaking of interesting things, the Phoenix has gone for the hotspot talent fast again. We saw this yesterday actually against Nigma Galaxy. This is insane amounts of damage when we're seeing the hotspot come out. Even through like pipes, it still hurts a shit ton.
Yes. It does. Yeah, it was just melting people. I think the Phoenix at the end of that game actually had the second most damage on his team.
Yep.
It was just, doing mad amounts of DPS. So we'll see how Ambrella are going to be able to deal with that one. And again, speaking of the Phoenix, they don't really, on the side of Ambrella, they don't really have any good egg hitters. Like you're saying, the Night Stalker gets completely countered out by the egg, and I guess the Invoker can use Alacrity, but that's literally it. So I really don't see this egg getting scrambled too much. I mean, they don't even have a form of disengage. Like, sometimes if you can't kill it, you want some way of being able to escape, like having the Centaur stampede yourself, but there's just nothing here from Ambrella.
No, there isn't. And they don't, like, their supports are terrible. They can't even get to the egg, these two. They're some of the worst. But yeah, I want to continue with the interesting facet. Centaur has not taken horsepower, he's taken Counter-Strike, which allows you to do up to 100% bonus double-edge damage, depending on how much damage you've taken. It can nuke people down pretty hard.
For sure, just absolutely delete people. Especially when you get on top of those poor old squishy supports, like Disruptor and Rubik could just get blasted immediately as a result.
And PA has taken Sweet Release. I haven't seen this one very often, which is that you release a second dagger when a unit dies. And when you attack them, you place a debuff. And if they die within the next 6 seconds, another dagger is thrown out of their asses.
That's a lot of daggers.
That depends on the size of the ass.
Well, zoom in, find out. But I feel like it's probably very, very strong once you get your Ags online, right? You score those 3 daggers and more AoE blasts.
I imagine, yeah. Oh, someone's disconnected. Night Stalker.
Whoops.
Now, I don't understand what the second word of his name means. Something he said it's something shakhsiya, which means something personality. I don't know what the first word is. I can read it, but I don't feel like it's a real word.
How does it sound?
It's al-makila.
Can you do that into
I feel like
Google Translate? See if it comes up with
anything. No, I feel like he's like maybe he's typed it wrong or something. I don't know. Maybe we have a couple of Arabic speakers in the audience who can tell me what he's actually saying, and they'll be like, "Oh, your accent's wrong," because we have very, very different accents from one Arab country to another, like really different.
Well, if I can remember, I'll try and just call him personality, but I'll probably forget at some point.
Nah, it's alright. For you, it's okay. You're British. You just call him Centaur. I mean, his name is TM, actually. His name is actually TM. There you go.
Oh, so I thought you said Night Stalker, didn't you?
Yeah, no, Night Stalker's got something weird. No, who was the person? No, Night Stalker. The name just changed. I swear to God, Centaur's name just changed just now.
I don't know. Oh, you might be tripping.
I'm not tripping. It changed.
It's all that eye cream, mates. It's
wait. It is written. No, wait, you're right. It is Night Stalker. But Night Stalker. It's written differently in his player profile and in the game right now. It's different, not Centaur. All right, I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'll let you off. These things happen. Right. It's the first day. I mean, I would say it's quite early in the morning for you, but it's actually like 6 p.m. So yeah.
But the acid is hitting in right now. That's why. I just took it an hour ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Know your timings, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, so bottom lane is going to be the Disruptor as well as the Doom, an interesting combination of heroes versus the Centaur and the Phoenix. No, wait, could be Centaur and Warlock. No, Centaur and Warlock. Gotta say, I'm liking the Centaur Warlock a little bit more. I think that gives you a bit more than Disruptor and Doom combination.
Yeah, so you got sustain, you got damage output, you got control. Meanwhile, the Doom's just going to be hitting creeps, I guess, and Sunstrup's is going to be throwing out Thunderstrikes here and there. That's about it, really.
Yeah, and it's not like Doom really benefits that much from a glimpse, you know? Usually if you're like a Slark or Ursa, those extra couple attacks add a lot, but Doom's damage is kind of like meh. You know, great as a support, of course, but as a core, it's kind of like, it's alright in the laning phase. It's nothing to write home about. Mid lane is going to be Kokoni versus 39. Quap versus Invoker. Generally feel like the Quap should do well early on until Invoker gets some damage, but it's tough. It's a tough life for Invoker right now.
We'll see if he starts getting some more levels online, might change the outcome here. I am really enjoying the fact that Exort Invoker is actually just so relevant nowadays. Like, I've always loved this one. I always find Quas Exort just a bit boring to watch.
Yeah.
So I just love those Sunstrike maneuvers. Again, there's not really a massive amount of setups from the two side lanes, but we might see some.
I'm exactly the same. I generally, when I see Invoker, I'm like, oh, you're gonna throw a tornado. Probably you're gonna throw it just as we land the RP, or you're gonna whiff completely when we need you to hit him. Oh my!
There we go. First blood found. Does require a dive underneath the tier 1, so Nevermore takes quite a lot of damage with this. Sunstrike not actually going to land onto anybody. They both stand still and don't find a kill. And it looks like they're going to escape. Meanwhile, that was going on. Kokonami kills 39 in the mid, and at the same time, Bush manages to take down Pneumatic Dumbbell.
Oh, you remembered his name!
I did.
Oh, man.
I tell me stuff sometimes.
That makes me so happy. The mid lane, Kokoni is absolutely destroying 39. 13 and 7 to the 1-1 of the Invoker. Now, again, this is not really an indication of just like there's nothing wrong with 39 as a player. It's just Invoker is so bad at last hitting.
Yeah, it's not easy. I wonder as well if that's one of those situations where he's looking top for the Sunstrike, and he wasn't actually focusing that he was probably stood in the middle of the lane getting hit or something like that. And that's how he died. But yeah, it's a really rough start for him. And Kokonami continues to apply pressure. Actually, just going to kill him straight out. Oh my lord, that's 2 solo kills now here for Kokonami. And he's going to get the double water rune refill on his bottle. My lord, this is a very strong start for the Quap.
Not at all how I expected this match to start off with. You know, I didn't think that Zone Academy is going to come out swinging this hard against Ambrella.
It's a team to win. Getting low. Does die. He didn't cancel his dive. He dived back to the tower, but just returned to where he was. A little bit of a mistake, and it cost him his life.
I think I've seen him do this yesterday as well on the Phoenix. He seems to forget the first time that he does that. Oh, that's some damage. Not the best bomb, but that's life.
Alright, and the Dumbbells is going to try and run away. Can't quite close the gap there from old Bush Boy. So we'll let him get out.
By the way, have you noticed that everyone's changed roles? On the dire side, I'm like Kokoni was their support yesterday. What the hell?
True. Speaking of Kokonami, just gets another solo kill on towards 39 in the mid. Continues to get worse and worse for them. Meanwhile, up top, there's going to find a +1. Perhaps Cyrus so close to dying, and he will eventually drop. On the flip side of that, at the bottom lane, we saw another trade. Sunsea goes down, but the double kill comes out from Bush. What is happening with Tomo? We just can't keep track of all this. There's 10 kills for 4 minutes.
Well, we know Zone's gonna play very aggressive, but dude, the CS mid is absurd. 27 to 10. He is to 5. Okay, it was 3. So he's 5 now. Holy shit. Oh. He has ulti if he wants to use it.
He hasn't actually leveled it. He's used all of his points. He doesn't need an ulti, Tomo. He gets Sunstrike. I think that actually clipped him, but it's level 2 exalt, so it didn't actually do that much.
I did see that her health go down. Either way, it didn't matter. Yeah, he didn't even put a point, like you're saying. 38 level 4 to level 6. Level 4 to level 6. And just refills his bottle from picking up the Watts Ruin. Sorry, the Bounce Ruin.
I guess like Ambrella tried to change it by bringing in Sunsea to secure the rune, but unfortunately it just ends up giving away another kill towards Kokonami. And speaking of, just continuing to apply pressure. Meanwhile, the top looks like Cyrus is able to get a kill on towards Team to win, so another death on towards the Phoenix. Does make it kind of awkward here for Nevermore. Speaking of, now getting run at himself. Tries to stand his ground, but one Fade Bolt brings him down. It's a double kill going to Cyrus.
The Phoenix is going for a bit of stats, but that's not keeping him alive. Does finish his Tranquil Boot, so at least he can trade efficiently now. Rubik surprisingly has good stats. He started with like 4 armor or something. Almost.
Sunstrike did connect, but Kokonani immediately just starts running into him again. It cost him his life. I mean, 39 doesn't get the experience, sure, but that is a big chunk of money for that killing spree.
I think it's still worth it for the co-op, but certainly very close. Oh dear, it looks like Warlock.
Glimpse back. Bush, final little touch to get the kill. TM does have double edge on cooldown, but not going to be able to commit for that kill, so he will fall back. 8 for 8 is the scoreline now, Tomo, and it is actually even net worth difference as well on top of everything else. But it looks like Kokonami's coming for his first rotation of the game. Ultimate available. See if he can land onto both of them. Ult dropped. Blast. Dead.
Nicely
Easy
done.
double.
Beautiful stuff. They still kill Team 2 in the top lane. So far, he's been sacrificing himself for the PA. But PA, can you get something Nevermore? Jump. Dagger. Straight to the heart.
Finishes him off. So finally, a little bit of a retaliation in this top lane from them. Actually, Nevermore going in for another bit of harassment. Obviously, no level 6, we can't just crit him down. Sunsea, though, is here. Glimpse is going to put him into a really awkward spot. Pulls it back, not too far. And actually aggressively jumps forwards there, Nevermore. The balls on this man, and it does come off. Sunstrike attempting to predict the chase. Well, he's not going to be that greedy. Very nice play there from the PA.
Oh, okay. Someone's telling me what it means. The guy's name. It means the Dark One on Night Stalker. Very fitting.
It does actually. It's very fit. Meanwhile, it looks like Bush with the first Doom
dead.
usage. Is this going to burn him down? Actually, just goes AFK. And is he better to get the double kill? He will.
Yep.
1v2, easiest double kill of his life. And he's going to snatch the Wisdom Rune on top of that. That feels painful though. Kokonami rotating up towards the top himself. Should be able to finish off Sunsea. Actually, the denies are coming in, but he mistimes it horribly, so it ends up being a kill either way. Ouch.
That is unfortunate that Bush has been doing an insane job keeping his team in. The double wisdom right now was a huge move for him. As Team to win, just dives away back to safety. Can we look at the net worth? Because I think with the CS and the kills, it's actually kind of hard to tell who is really doing well. I know who's doing really well.
Yeah, I can see that. I believe Kokonami is over doubling 39 already. 8 minutes in. It's just mad money.
Looks like they're thinking about going for the ruling. They got 4 people here. They can go for whoever they want.
Sunstrike not going to land. Nevermore though gets very low trying to run, but Kokonami easily commits forwards, gets the kill secured. Her 2 do fall down, but at the same time, Bush is able to pick up another kill at this bot lane. 7-1-0 on this Doom right now, Tomo. He's having a pretty fun time.
He is, and I mean this hero does print money as well. He's going, I think, for Hand of Midas because he already has phase boots. Can't imagine there's anything else. Is the Midas even flying out to him soon? Either way, he is going to go for the Hand of Midas. It's going to be pretty difficult for them to deal with that. Oh, he just has it!
Already online, 9 minutes in. Pretty fun. Kokonami as well has a Dagon completed here, Tomo, 9 minutes in. Oh.
Meanwhile, time. Yep, dead.
Oh, we cancelled it this time. Hey, he's going to die either way. It doesn't matter. Although Kokonami turns up, focus on towards Cyrus, jump forwards there. Dagon, kill secured. Dark One trying to fly around. Sunstrike not going to land on towards Nevermore. He's in an awkward spot though. He's trying to understand his ground. They're just going to commit forwards for the kill, but there's going to be the disruption. Drops in, locks down the Queen of Pain, but he's actually still doing quite a lot of damage. He's trying to get out of the radius, just about to get the ultimate off. He gets the kill. Does cost them the life of their PA though. But at the very least, Kokonami does survive. 11-1-1.
It's a 2-for-1 trade favoring Zone Academy, but here's a problem. Swap, unlikely to be able to carry the game by herself. You know what? Yes, she has a lot of damage, but once the pipes and the glimmers come out, you feel like you're more of an annoyance than a big damage problem for the enemy team. So it's bad that the PA died just now.
True. I mean, what's she building now? Kokonami going in for a Lincoln's, and then going to have probably an Ags queued up. I think, yep, that's a force.
Oh, there you go. Sliced him in half. Jeez.
To be honest, that's probably a good trade there for Ambrella, right? Like, you glimpse him all the way back into his base, and doesn't actually get anything out of it. You know, space created, as it were. Meanwhile, mid though,
Yeah.
Quick delete, dumbbell, too damn heavy. Will just drop down. Meanwhile, those dive into this tier 1. Doom gets committed on towards Nevermore. Team to Win's just going to get ran down from Bush. And they just don't even bother chasing Nevermore. They're like, yeah, whatever.
He's fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, they could have chased after him, though. Like, his TP was on cooldown and everything. He's stuck here, but they just let him go.
Sometimes when you go fishing, you let some of the fish, you know, you catch them and you just release them. Let them back in to the wild.
He's going to deny himself. He's just going to wait and die here. What? Well, meanwhile that's going on, there is fight going on in the mid. 39 goes down, Kokonami traded. And eventually there's going to be the glimpse, pulls him back. He will die. Team to Win tries to get the dive away, but he's just way too slow. Slowly and surely he will get ran down here, or will he? Gets to the tier 2.
One more void.
There we go.
By the way, we still have level 6s on either the Phoenix or the Warlock. That's been hurting them quite a bit. I think the Disruptor and the Rubik are 7 each. And yeah, the Disruptor is actually almost 8. So they do have these big ultimates. We see it get a kill on the Queen of Pain as well. Yeah, gotta give your support some breathing room.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's probably all down to that snatching of the Wisdom Rune. Hurts real bad. Cyrus up top. In danger of Nevermore, but he's able to back out. Instead, in TP's the Dark One. Thinking about trying to 2-4, but he's on his own. I find it funny when Nevermore was trying. Oh, nice dodge of the Sunstrike. Yeah, not scavenged. Yeah, I like when he was trying to deny himself. The evasion kept making the neutral creeps miss, which just made it take so much longer to die. Oh,
and also had to move his items. He's like, the cornucopia is doing too much work.
Yeah.
They're working him over.
Glimpse back. Could get the jump to the creeps. He will make it out alive. Just barely, though. Takes a lot of damage for that one. Looks like Kokonami's making a rotation.
By the way, reminder how much Invoker suffered. He's 3rd net worth. Nice kill by Kokonani, sorry. The PA is actually having a worse time, or similar time to the Invoker.
Yeah, that is mad. Power of a hand of Midas, I guess. Speaking of the Invoker, actually, he's trying to solo down at the bot lane here on towards TM, but he just turns around and kills him.
There you go.
That's quite a mistake. 39, really overestimating how much damage he can pump out.
And that's a Blink Dagger for the Centaur. Gonna give him that nice bit of initiation that they needed. I was like, oh, Centaur's not getting too much gold, and then a free kill just handed to him from the heavens.
He'll take it.
Oh, any day. I believe, Warlock, did he eat the book? Looks like he probably did. Alright, can I tell you something I think is controversial?
Go on.
I don't like the Black Grimoire fast much. I think it's kind of meh. Yeah, I know all the pros like it because you can go from like level 4 to 6 if you're behind. Oh, Nevermore.
Yeah, Nevermore. He can just stand his ground. He's 2 levels ahead right now. TP's coming in from Kokonani. And yeah, Dark One, I think, overestimated himself once again. That's a big punish. Looks like they're going to get a kill onto the old pneumatic dumbbell at the very least. That's something. It's a good name.
Oh, not another Shrine Steal. Oi, those are painful. They're just going to get it again. This is going to get them to almost 9. Yep. 8 2/3. The big ultimate coming up from the Queen of Pain. Does get them to kill the end.
Oh, stolen though here from Cyprus. Well, Cyrus, not Cyprus. That's a place, not a name. Technically, it's
maybe
also
he's from
a name.
there.
Yeah, he could be. A team to win. He just gets killed easy peasy. And Bush charging forwards, does have the Doom available. Would love to drop it on towards Kokonani, but he's just not going to be able to get close enough. Ooh. Silence there just in time to cancel out the ult. Oh,
good.
Bush. He might get baited by this illusion. He
That's
knows.
some
He
good
must.
plays. Yeah, actually he raised his hand, but I think the Queen of Pain must have walked into that ward vision. He's like, oh, I'm seeing multiple. As Quab.
But he just walks away from it. The blur invis denying a lot of information, jumps away, so still no chance for a glimpse. Very good dodge there coming out from Zone Academy.
Check out coming from the other side though, trying to do a pincer attack here on Zone Academy. Here we go, the pincering.
Pincer's pincering. Who's going to die? That's the question. Stampede used. They just walk outside of the kinetic field, so nobody's stuck yet. And that might just be the end of it. No, it's not. Doom gets dropped on towards the Phoenix. Sunshine's not going to land, but Coconut quickly jumps in, gets a free kill of his own. There's going to be the Soul and Sonic's wave. Does a lot of damage, but Coconut is still going to be able to get himself out of there. They do lose team to win. The ultimate gets dropped from the Warlock, who also does die. It's a double kill right now for Bush. Nevermore's trying to go for this kill towards Sunsea. It's a buyback from him. And eventually he's just going to die there. Fatal Bond's doing so much damage. It's a triple right now for the Dumbbell. Doing some serious work for his team. And Bush, he's a tanky boy trying to run, but a blink there from the Centaur puts a stop to it.
That was a fight without the egg being used. To be fair, I do think that Doom was also like, just prevented the egg, but a good win for Zone Academy. This game completely different from how we saw it going.
Yeah, this is just like pure chaos coming out from this game. 24 to 27, 51 kills at 16 minutes in.
By the way, all the cores on Ambrella have Hand of Midas, even the Night Stalker. And Disruptor is going straight up Acceptor. Boots Acceptor. A bit greedy, some would say.
I feel like that's just this game down to a T though, Tomo. This is a battle of greed right now.
Well, in the meantime, what we're looking at for the other side, Warlock's got 2,300 gold. That could be halfway to an axe, halfway to a refresher. Could be a Hand of Midas as well.
To be honest, I don't even hate the Hand of Midas idea. Because, like, the way this game is so back and forth, I could easily see this going on for like another half hour. And just like, you'd get value.
To be fair though, it's like a Lotus Orb is actually something that the Phoenix is queued up. I like it. You're up against Doom. Lotus Linkers are all really good. TM. Gotta be careful.
Scan lands towards Kokonami, but there is going to be the Lincolns. Blocks out one spell, but unfortunately it blocks the wrong one. They still get the glimpse back, and he is dead. Very nice pick off there. I don't know if they even knew he had the Lincolns. Oh, he must have done, because they had an Observer Ward on the high ground there, so they must have spotted out. Very good play there from Sunsea.
And if you're Quap, you're like, do I need to get BKB as well? He wants to go for Kai. He knows the damage is important, but he is put in an awkward situation right now.
I mean, you do have the safety net that eventually Nevermore's going to be the one doing the real damage on the team, but it's just all about time for this PA to actually get the items online. Still only really has a Battle Fury to their name.
I've never seen a Doom Harpoon before. This is this right-click Doom, quite unusual. It is working, but I think that's down to the whole team working better, rather than just because of the Harpoon being good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a good lane stage for him for sure. Had a fantastic start. Oh, turn around, good stun, easy kill, 39. Taken away.
Warlock, 2.8 thousand gold. He can literally buy almost any item in the game. Like at least there's no component he can't buy, except Sacred Relic.
Imagine Sacred Relic Warlock. 18 minutes.
And then you're like, oh, what's he going for? Radius? He's like, no, Nullifier, bitch.
Rapier?
At that point, just give it to them. You know, you don't have to like. Oh wait, he bought something. He bought something. Oh. It is a Glimmer Cape. Really? You have to buy the Glimmer Cape in one piece?
Yeah, keep it a surprise, you know. Gotcha factor of a Glimmer. Oh, Dark One trying to TP. Is there any cancel? No, there is not. Just managed to get it out of it. Dumbbell might have been in range to actually get the very clip of the rock drop, but I don't know if it's worth it just for the kill one towards the Night Stalker. It's not exactly like he's super rich.
It is worth it. It's just, but I think he's like, how long has he been teleporting? I've seen many times because there's like a second for the golem to actually explode and stun people. A lot of people have wasted it like that, so I don't blame him for being conservative. Alright, what are we looking at?
Kokonami. He's been stalked. There he makes it out. Oh no, he's blinked straight into the direction of the Night Stalker though. Gets the glimpse off. And then a Doom on top of everything else. Made this Queen of Pain.
Can't blame him. But now they know that there's no Disruptor ultimate and no Doom. So it is actually a pretty decent time. And reminder, they did kill Cyrus, or Cypress, as my friend calls him, on the other side of the map.
It's only one letter difference, alright, leave me alone. It happens, but it looks like a fight might be coming their way. There is going to be Dark One first, breaks the smoke, there's going to be immediate use of the Stampede. Egg drops straight away as well. The Dark One, he's running in, he thinks he can kill this. The answer is an obvious no. The stun actually lands onto all 3 cores. They've lost the Invoker right now, the Rock does get dropped. There's just nothing that this Night Stalker could do. He eventually dies, and now Bush is in a very awkward position. He's just going to get toyed with by 4 enemy heroes, and he too will die. Ultra kill for Nevermore.
One of the weirdest decisions. We mentioned this. We've said it. Like, Night Stalker is not an amazing egg hitter. It's daytime. You don't have the extra 95 attack speed you benefit from Hunter in the Night. And he got like 2 hits off and then just died. Okay.
Oh! That's awkward. Classic. Doesn't even get the shard as well, you know, just for insult to injury there.
His fault for dying, he deserves it. You know?
Hey, I think you probably prefer the shard on the Phoenix anyway, right?
For sure. But the upheaval shard for the Warlock is actually pretty damn good. I don't even know if he has any points in upheaval though. Yeah, he's got 0 points in it.
I mean, the ability was nerfed quite hard. Like nobody even cares about upheaval anymore.
I always love it. You know, you start churning in the soup, and people walk very slow, and then minions from hell show up as well, dragging you down. It's a lot of fun.
I mean, yeah, it's fun. Concept is cool, but unfortunately, it's just garbage right now. So I can't even blame him for ignoring it.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna choose to not put any points in. It's still worth putting points in for sure.
Top tower is
Yeah.
under
Oh,
attack.
yeah, he has put a value point in. There we go.
There you go. Although, you know, it used to double. It used to be 7, 14, 21. So the value point was level 2. Now it's like, yeah, level 1 gets you 11. That's good enough most of the time.
Are fortified.
Yeah. There's still
Right.
9,000 gold lead here for Zone Academy. First actual major network advantage we've had this entire game, despite just how back and forth it's been. I think even win probability is still extremely even, all things considered. Oh, and one trying to go for a kill. Nevermore comes in for the kill secured.
By the way, it's not a 10. It's not an 11,000 gold lead. It's a 17,000 gold lead because all the cores have Hand of Midases on the Radiant side, and that just doesn't give you actual value for the item itself.
That's true. Oh, look at this!
That's
They've dropped down the Disruptor ultimate, lockdown as well. PA actually manages to get himself on the other side of the kinetic field, but the Doom is on top of him. Meteor's going to be dropped. Egg's in a pretty good spot, but there's no protection for it. It's going to die either way, but it looks like they're still going to lose several heroes here. The soup was cooking. Unfortunately, it's still going to end up being a loss here. Finally, the Rock does get dropped, and I have no idea how Nevermore was able to survive that entire fight.
Yeah, he didn't even need to use his BKB, just was able to get out of there. Ha! The egg forced everyone to jump on him. Sure, it got cracked, but that's fine with them. And the golem came out very late, but that's only because he didn't have it available at the start of the fight.
Yeah.
You know, it's surprising. They caught them in the Stag Storm. It just didn't feel like they cared. 2 of them just walked out of it.
Yeah. Nevermore actually got the Manta push out of the Connect field, which is why he was able to escape. So
I did not see that.
Extra bit of damage might have what kept him alive. Very good. I mean, he didn't actually realise, I think, for a full second, he was still running into the wrong side of the fence, and then he was like, oh, I'm on the outside. And then he ran away. But it saved him.
Well, certain items are coming in. We now have the Lotus Orb available on the Phoenix, so you could reflect the Doom. You can remove Cold Snap. Not much else to remove. Thunderstrike, I guess. Either way, it is looking, what's the win percentage saying? 76 in favor of Zone Academy. Very much feels like it. Their team fight is much stronger, especially with the Ags Disruptor being a bit late.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that's going to change much once that does come out? 650 gold away.
It will, for sure. It's an AoE Doom. You have single target Doom and you have AoE Doom once that's available, and that is nothing to scoff at. So stop scoffing.
I will scoff no more, just because you asked.
I was feeling like you were scoffing a little bit.
I mean, I like to scoff. You know, it's very British.
Well, there's nothing to scoff at for the Dire side. Centaur's third in net worth. He's the only one. He's only one of the cores behind the Doom, and he's got himself a Blade Mail, a Veil, a Vanguard. That if he gets a Shiva's God, that's going to do a lot of work for the team.
Oh, Kokonami.
Okay. Bush.
I mean, Bush is the only one on him. It does break the link instead with the use of the harpoon, but not enough room to lock him down, so he just escapes.
He's got the Purge creep, by the way. It's one of the few creeps that gives you a single target spell, so you can actually break linkage with it.
It's very handy. Oh, actually, Kokonami's going to get aggressive on towards Bush himself. The rest of the team showing up. There's going to be usage of the Sunshine. Doesn't actually land onto her. Oh, he's going to turn around with the Doom. Connects on towards the Phoenix, but it's not going to change the outcome. He still dies and now 39's in an awkward spot. No detection for the Invoker, so he escapes. Like, he actually has to deny himself the neutrals, but I don't know, that's a very expensive ulti just for that.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he threw out the Doom in that situation. You know, I thought you would just accept your death, you have a BKB, they have disables, you'd be like, yo, it's just gonna happen. Instead, throws out the Doom on the Phoenix for kind of no reason.
Quite odd. And now, trying to make another little play here on towards Kokonami, just pops the BKB. There's still no Ags online for the Disruptor, and he's just going to be able to 1v3 right now. Takes down 39. Cyrus has to just glimmer and run away, and it's another failed maneuver coming out there from Ambrella. And okay, Dark One trying to go for a move on towards the Warlock. Should be able to kill him, but it's about buying time for the rest of the team to come over and maybe get a bit of revenge. But he just flies over the treetops, he's away.
So far, it's still been a successful Aegis for the Dire side. They've grown their lead from 11 to about 15,000. They're okay with how things are proceeding. That was an interesting Warlock golem to throw just now, though.
Yeah, maybe he thought someone was going to TP into the tier 2 to help, but no one did. He was like, okay, never mind. I will just die. But we do see a high ground siege coming out. Nevermore's going to start beating into it. Everybody is alive on Ambrella, but there is no Doom available. There is no static storms. Not really much to scare them.
They do use the glyph, but they still have a minute of this Aegis. If you are on the Dire team, you're like, yo guys, we want to use this minute to the max. And looks like they are going to be at least attempting to go for the melee racks.
Yeah.
A very serious attempt.
They saw the Doom farming up creeps at the top lanes. They're like, he's not here. Oh!
Oh!
That's awkward.
Not good, not the best time for it, but it's fine, it's fine. Might give them a chance to think about what they want to do here.
Yeah, just
Invoker,
checking,
by the
like...
way,
Oh yeah, go on.
I was gonna say, didn't go for the Axe, went for the ATOS build, which is better for single target pickoffs. Something they haven't had the most success with.
Yeah, it feels like their only main way to really get back into this game. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for Ags, you know, get that Cataclysm online. So all it takes is like one good stack storm into the kinetic field and then drop that down. Potentially, you just win a whole team fight off the back of that.
Generally, though, I feel like if you land your stack for storm kinetic field combo, you don't even need the Cataclysm. It's like the 6 seconds of lockdown, was it 5? 4.5 with kinetic field is good enough. Oh, yeah, it does go up to 6 seconds if you take the talent at level 20. That's a bit of a way off.
Yeah, quite a way.
As for the Dire side, Queen of Pain is going to go for the Axe, very close to it. Already has the Kaya and the BKB and the Lincoln Spear. So a lot of very defensive items that are going to help her stay alive. Meanwhile, Warlock going for Pipe. This guy, again, 2.5 thousand gold in the bank. How does he save it?
It's like you could You could just buy some smaller components, you know, get the headdress online. I mean, it's not much, but sometimes the extra, like, was it 2 HP regen?
Or a cloak.
Save you. A cloak, yeah.
Or the damn ring with the most expensive piece anyway.
Maybe he's thinking he might change his mind, you know. He's keeping his options open.
That's a fair point, but is there a lot of magic damage? So despite the tornado dispelling barriers, it does not dispel pipe, because pipe is a barrier that stays for some reason. All right, he's back.
All right, I'll see what they do here.
The
Wait,
dark
the Doom...
one.
Oh, the Doom's still TPing. I thought Doom might have cancelled his TP there, but he's actually still coming in. He's TPing to the tier 3 at the bot lane. It looks like the fight's going to come on. Let's see what goes down. They could a bit forwards. BKB used for the Night Stalker, but has to run away. Still another 45 seconds on this Aegis, so he's just going to jump in. He wants to use it. Actually using his BKB quite aggressively. Just crits down the back of the Night Stalker. Cyrus has to run with the Ghost Scepter, only barely surviving. And now 39 going to be the next target. Good Deafening Blast, trying to make the space, but he's still going to lose his life. Bush wants to at least get rid of the first life, and he does successfully do that.
Oh,
but
the
it's
fire.
just the Aegis, obviously, and yet this Sun Ray, man, does so much damage. Bush is actually going to survive, but I can't say the same for Cyrus. He gets destroyed. They're just done. You can't blame him, and this is an outcome we were not expecting today, Atomo.
Not at all after what we saw from Winter Bears yesterday. And this is a team that beat them. We were like, oh yeah, we're going to be seeing Ambrella Esports come in as like the 3rd or 4th best team in this tournament. But off to a loss against Zone Academy. And I'm not saying that like it's derogatory towards Zone Academy. It's just that rank-wise...
I don't know, maybe the Wraith King has to get like a blink or something and just find the silencer as fast as possible in these team fights. Otherwise, like you're saying, the global is just going to be too much of a nuisance to deal with. Like, maybe they need some way of just killing him off. I think maybe Kokonami could do like some crazy build, go for an Orchid.
Orchid?
Yeah, you know, just get into the back, Orchid it up, silence the silencer, use the other stuff, will kill him in that amount of time. Could be it.
No. That's the Herald talk you're making right there.
Mate, it's a Herald game.
That is true, but we can't say that. No. The reason for Orchid is that it's generally too easy for the silencer to see you coming. You know, you throw a Remnant, you show up there, then you have to click on him in time, and he just can press R at any moment. No, he's probably going to go for the Mace Slayer, Sanjin, and Yasha build, which I believe is the best build for Ember right now anyway.
Actually, that's a question. If you're like jumping to your Fire Remnant, and then Global gets used, are you silenced when you land, or do you actually dodge the ulti?
I believe you're still silenced. I believe you're still silenced, because I know you can also, if your Yule's up and Global Silence comes out, you are silenced when you land. True. Yeah, but
then so... can you Manta dodge of Global?
Yeah, yes. Yes, you can. If you you know what? I'll say yes because no one can prove it.
Bush gonna be able to skill this bomb bounty. Should be 3 for 1 there in the advantage of Ambrella, so a little good start there.
If anytime I see someone he's not able to Manta dodge a global stance, I'll be like, yeah, he wasn't fast enough. It's you know, if he was faster, he would have done it.
Yeah.
So, alright.
It's something not worth testing.
Okay, so 39, he did go Twin Terror, but he is playing as a support. And Sunsea is going for diminishing return, but he's playing as a core. Very odd. Very, very, very odd.
It is quite peculiar. Look at that, just body blocks to get him hit by the tower, gets a bit of extra damage, but it is actually still Kokonami who comes ahead in terms of the right clicks against him, which is very interesting to see.
39, by the way, this double attack, very painful. He is throwing out 60 damage per volley, and he gets more and more as he adds more levels into the magnifier. Okay.
Oh, free courier kill as well. Money.
Love it. Love the double attack from the Jakiro. Makes him good against wards, couriers, eggs, everything. Mid lane, Sansui taking a little bit of damage, but he is gonna still stay alive.
Yeah. I mean, we saw in the last game, Kokonami absolutely annihilate the mid. Obviously, he's against a different player this time round, but already seems to be off to a very solid start yet again.
Meanwhile, bottom lane is going to... Whoa! That A is dead!
Wow.
I think it was the blood grenade that got him in the end. But bot lane, Dawnbreaker, and AA versus... Oh, wait, top lane, other things are happening.
This fight's happening just like last game. There's action happening every single lane. Less deaths already though, but I believe the Dark One's just going to try and run this one down. Does the Hawk land on towards the Tinker? It didn't actually. It looked like it was in range when it flew up to the top side of him, but it went for the lane creeps instead.
That Hawk in particular seems very finicky.
It does.
It doesn't seem like he's too interested in hunting. Like, come on, dude. But so far, the CS is going very similar to the previous game, where mid is going very nicely for Kokonami.
Yeah, this guy's been putting in the practice, I feel. He's just winning hands down 2 games against 2 different people. Meanwhile, the bot lane, Cyrus does go down this time, so the Dumbo gets a bit of revenge.
I mean, we didn't name him Dumbbell, that's what it says.
It's the I love Google Translate is just butchering it completely, and it's not accurate at all, but I don't care. I'm going with what Google tells me.
Alright, since we have the best people on Twitch chat, I gotta ask, is diminishing return ever worth it on a core Magnus? Because eternal empowerment seems like as this massive accelerator for your farm, extra damage as well, whereas diminishing return is seen as like, oh, it's nice because you get that 50% better shockwave. Okay, that's about it.
Yeah. It is odd. Maybe Sunshi's just used to using it more. Actually, speaking of Sunshi, he's just getting bullied down. Kokonami! He once again gets a solo kill in this mid lane. Very awkward start there for Sunshi. Like half in terms of CS and now half in terms of kills as well. Very rough indeed, though. Team to win. Taking some damage, trying to run. Nevermore trying to help out. Does have a stun available. Will chuck it out, but Axe is perfectly on target there from the Dark One. Lands bang on.
Trying to get that damage from the marching machines. They almost bring him down. There's actually a decent amount of body block from Nevermore, but it is not enough. As so far, again, apart from the mid lane, it's kind of even CS-wise across the board. However, there is a Tinker on the dire side. We've seen Tinkers every game. Yesterday there was a Tinker. I forgot which game it was, but he was support Tinker and he was second highest net worth or third highest at one point. Yeah,
he did do a lot of work. Unfortunately, done a few misplays and lost that lead in the end, but we'll see if they hold on to it.
Oh, look at that tip. Do you think that maybe Sunsi had said something about the mid and he's like, yo, see, it's not so easy. It's very nice tipping him in this game.
Maybe. I mean, I was watching at the time, he did do a complete miss on the skewer attempt, so maybe it was like, there, buddy, it happens. You can improve.
So I think it's like a pat on the back, sort of, right? Like, it's okay, don't worry.
Yeah. I guess so.
This
Bush is just running down people, gets a free carry kill as well, which is pretty nice, but he's just so damn tanky. Like, TM is trying to trade onto him, it's not really doing too much. The spells land, does a good bit of damage, but up top, just continuing rules all over the place. Oh, team to win, maybe step forward a bit too far. Does the Hawk land him? No, it goes to the Wraith King step, but it doesn't matter. The Axes finish the kill, and it's another pickup on towards this Tinker, and they will have to disengage. Meanwhile, though, Kokonami gets another solo kill in the mid, and Bush falls at the bot lane as well. It looks like both people are very low there on the side of Zone Academy, but it doesn't matter. Just big kills nonetheless.
He's gone.
And then the Wraith King goes.
This top lane is a bit of a disaster, though. Never seen Tinker suffer so much. 0-4, 0-2 and 0. Wraith King's also just got death to his name. But they are doing well in the others. He's level 2, 5.5 minutes in. We do not see that often at all.
No, it's brutal. And again, Kokonami is 2 levels ahead of the mid lane comparison of Sunsi this time round. Oh, trying to go for a skewer, but easy sleight of fist dodge there. Completely wasted time and mana there of Sunsi. This is brutal. I mean, are there going to be any support rotations to help out this mid, or are they just going to leave him to his own devices?
Probably leaving him. You look at Jakiro and Silencer, they're not bad against catching the Ember, but they're not particularly good either. So, and Jakiro doesn't even have Ice Path yet. By the way, rather unusual, we are seeing the Silencer put a point in Glaives of Wisdom. He's dead.
Oh, that's another pick off on towards Team to win. Well, then maybe a bit of revenge
something in return for his trouble, though. If he can get on top of the
damage, and he's actually going to continue to chase right now. Thought maybe he might have just backed off. Only a sliver of HP, 20 left, but he's not going to be in range for this Wraith Blast, so he should be able to... Oh, he does! What?
What?
I was hovering over Wraith Blast that entire time, and he was outside of the circle, but he still got in range for it? That was weird. Maybe he's going to get double into 39 as well, attempting to nail into the neutrals. Will succeed.
Still, he's dead. I mean, I'll still take it. He'd love a kill, but he's out of the game for 25 seconds.
Space created. 7-minute Wisdom Rune spawn as well. And it looks like Team to Win's going to be able to snatch the Radiant one. It was last game that Ambrella, I think, picked up the first 4 time rounds.
Yep.
Zone Academy, a good responding
very
kind.
well. I'm very proud of you.
This is... It is not going well at all with that double Wisdom Rune steal. I mean, look at the mid on the Magnus. He is more than 1.4 thousand gold behind the Ember. And unlike Ember, Magnus, you have a huge amount of downtime in between your ultimates. If you're not landing big RPs, you're really going to feel very useless.
Yeah. And it feels like, you know, he took like the kind of support facet, and he's kind of building like a support as well. He has 0 points into Empower Atomo. He is not going to be bothering about farming at all this game. He just wants to be getting involved, making action happen.
Farm in general is going to be awkward for the Radiant side. Not only did we see that, but we also see DK go for the Frost facet, which is good at anti-healing. Oh, wait. Speaking of that, okay. He's anti-lifing this guy.
He gets skewered into his tier 1 tower, and eventually he is going to go down here. But I mean, it's your mid laner rotating in to kill a position 5 that was being killed all the time anyway. Just not really the big value target Sunsi was after. Although Kokonami also turning up right now. Has to be careful because there's a Raw now online. Does dodge the first one. Wraith Blast comes on through. Nevermore going to try and focus him down. Finally the Raw is there. RP as well. Damage. Locking down this Ember Spirit. The skewer though, it forces the miss from the Ice Bomb. It's a huge miscommunication. They still do kill Kokonami, sure. But I think that cost the life of their Beastmaster. Very, very unfortunate. Nevermore with the second life. Not going to bother to chase up 39 because he knows the kill's going to be found either way. And Cyrus taking so much damage from the robots. It's a double kill for Nevermore. Sunsi though, quick skewer back, trying to TP, not going to work.
And that was that with... If Dawnbreaker was level 6, imagine that you should have had Solar Guardian. That would have been even harder to deal with. Overall, they lost 2 people, but they get 3, I believe, for their efforts. So a nice win for the dire side again. Zone Academy fire on all cylinders. And Magnus, the gap between him and the Emperor continues to grow.
Oh, Bush being aggressive at the bot lane. He's pretty tanky. He might just be able to get himself out of this one.
He throws a hammer.
Is the stun going to land?
Oh!
No, not going to connect. But TM though is going to continue to die for this one. Caught by another stun. There's just not any mana left here for Dumbbell. And TM still trying to chase. He has a lot of mana left himself, enough to use both of his skills. But they're just going to give up. Alright, he escaped.
Looks like he's taking a little bit of damage there on the Magic Dumbbell. And top lane Nevermore, that is... I believe he doesn't have his ultimate available, so that's just going to be a death. The Celestial Hammer that the Dawnbreaker threw was too short range. You needed, like, he just threw it face first, hoping to get the kill, and that was a bit of a mistake. He wasn't able to get it slow. Magnus?
He just gets ran down, even with an Illusion Rune, makes no difference. Takes way too much. And yeah, Kokonami off to a very, just like the previous game, couple of 1,000 gold ahead of his counterpart. And gonna dive into the tier 1 for this. Although Cyrus, good bit of juking. Maybe we turn on towards Team Twin. Actually drops the global for this one. Ice Path just on towards Kokonami's. Good damage, but the Silencer is still alive. Kokonami throwing everything in just to secure this kill. Finally, in comes the Dawnbreaker. Has to be careful about this Macropire, though. It's doing a lot of damage. Does avoid a lot of the hits. Tower, though, changes its aggression, finishes him off. Teamed as well. Raw just going to finish him off. And eventually, the Aftershock will land. 3 kills going the way of Ambrella, and 2 of them being very important cores.
Might be able to get something in return. Oh!
Nice little twist through there with the RP, secures the double. Just onto an AA, but kills a kill.
And you can say for sure that that's the first fight Umbrella Academy wins very convincingly. They were able to get, what, twice as many kills as they gave up? I like the Global Silence and the Macropire. They were fighting in that area for a long time. The Global also means that they couldn't help him out. And Magnus is very much support style, by the way. He's going straight up Blink Dagger after Boots and Bottle.
Yeah, it's really focusing all in on that. Not interested in really developing into a scary core.
Do you see what Cyrus is thinking about? He's thinking about Hand of Midas on Silencer. And he's committed, because once you buy the gloves, you're kind of like, yeah, I might as well finish it.
Wow. That seems like a very old strat there, Tomo. Very old indeed.
He wants to go for that refresher build. Okay. I mean, I like it, but damn, Hand of Midas refresher silencer. All right.
Yeah, we'll get back to Cyrus in about half hour's time.
Looks like what is the Ember Spirit going for? It is going to be the Mage Slayer first, and probably Sanjin Yasha right after that. Meanwhile, Dawnbreaker's going to go for the Blade Mail, standard stuff. Alright, so I've been talking to a bunch of people, and I get very different opinions about whether the Dawnbreaker change, the Axe Scepter, is a buff or a nerf. What do you think?
I will have to reread it just so I can...
Global!
Okay, Global use, skewer back on towards Kokonami, huge kill to find, he is dead, immediately catch on towards Team to win as well, make it a double. Okay, actually, Dawnbreaker roll, very late, and now he's just going to be the +1, I feel. He's going to try and stand his ground, spells are landing, but he's still in a 1v4, just a matter of time before he does die.
Okay! To be fair, he couldn't have thrown his ultimate any earlier, just because of the global silence, and Pneumatic Dumbbell dead as well. Wow! 4 unanswered kills just for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, Nevermore is getting very aggressive here. He might have to be careful he doesn't get baited in. Dragon Tail stun is online, Sunsea's there as well, skewer back, catching him out of position. He does have the ulti, and I'm not going to see anybody TPing in. Looks like the rest of the squad was killing Beastmaster there in the mid. Finally, the Dawnbreaker's TP'd in as he respawns, but yeah, it's too little too late. Nevermore's gone.
Surprising they went for it like that anyway, but this is starting to get very scary. You're up against a very impressive team fight with the RP and Global Silence, and your strength was the pickoffs using the Ember Spirit. Okay, alright.
Yeah, they're trying to make a move on towards TM. It was a good skewer back there from Sunsea.
Should be enough to kill the yeah, there you go.
Something.
Good blood grenade, by the way. Throwing it out like that. Without it, they wouldn't have been able to get the kill. But it also means that you lose a bit of health when you throw the blood grenade.
Yeah. Needs must, yeah. You're only support. Who cares? You can die for the greater good. The life we live, eh?
I'd sacrifice all my teammates and their families to stay alive.
You'd sacrifice all that just for one MMR.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You evil man.
Hey, whatever bar is whatever bar.
That's true. Every little bit makes all the difference, eh? Cyrus, though, he will get picked off and brought down. But it's only about a 2,000 gold lead, 15 minutes in here. Once again, lots and lots of kills. Not as much as game 1 by any means, but still a heck of a lot. Actually, see as well, also the AA going for a Midas.
What? Huh. Wow, that's interesting to see. Everyone's just like, let's just go ahead and Midas. The first game we had 3. This game we're already setting up for 2 on supports, mind you. Hey, dead. There you go.
Nice skewer. Just caught him on the very edge of that observer ward vision. That's put him into a very good spot. They also see Team to win. Might try and set up for another skewer play. Blinks off cooldown, but all those damn robots running around makes it very hard for them to get close enough to go for a skewer. But it will land it either way. Easy grab, pull back, and it's just going to be a +1 hit. It takes a bit of time to die, but nothing he can do. And so far, to be honest, this like sort of utility support style Magnus, he's getting work done.
No, I like it. I mean, it's just that I still would have preferred he goes for Eternal Empowerment. I don't have a problem with his items, I have a problem with the facet. In the meantime, the Jakiro's also kind of working out, but he's got the Rod of Atos, and he's got the Twin Terror.
Radiant are
See what kind of work he can do. But so far, it's just this soft siege on towards the tier 1 mid. Sunsea, a blind RP into the back lines. It's only going to find the AA, and actually they get the Ice Blast on towards the Beastmaster as well. So eventually he might die. He's doing a lot of damage on towards Kokonani, but eventually he does still fall. But it's a 2-for-1 exchange, favouring Ambrella so far. See if they can get out of here without being scathed too much. Sunsi does get the skewer away. In comes the DK as well. Focus on towards Kokonami. He just can't have the mana to get his ult off, so he will die. Meanwhile, Nevermore's trying to chase after 39, but just an ATOS and a couple of spells. They can't even close the gap onto this support Shakiro here, Atomo. They're in a very awkward spot. He does show himself for just a second, but another Ice Bath, man. He's so annoying to get a hold of. Sunsi not really choosing to jump straight on in, just playing from afar. Meanwhile, Team to Win dies off towards the side. The high ground skewers him, but he crits him from the high ground. That feels really rough. Oh, can he get the D ward? Oh, it's only a sentry. They lose the room ward. Actually, the AA is still alive here, Atomo. Pneumatic dumbbell, he's doing work. Silencer is dead. Jump off to the side. Beastmaster, though, will finish him off. And now Nevermore, AFK gaming. Actually, they don't have any vision. They can't see him. Bait the Hawk. There we go.
There you go. What? Super. Oh, okay, almost.
He gets him.
He does. The Spectral Blade.
Wow, what an absolute messy cluster fight that was. 8 people dying on both, like, in total. Mad.
Yeah, the bait by Sunsi. He tries to get the Ember Spirit to chase after him, which he does, and then he walks into a DK and they were able to get the kill. Kokonai, despite having an amazing start, it doesn't feel like he's as ahead as he was before. And oh, that's a nice blast. Okay, but no fault. By the way, I haven't seen this for a while. It is Maelstrom on the Ember Spirit with the Mage Slayer.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's different.
More of a classic build for sure. I mean, going in for the Sajin Yasha next as well. I know, like, there are a lot of spells to avoid with the BKB, the Silencer, the Shakira, all that stuff, but there are still obviously the RP and Raw that both go through it, so it just feels a lot of fun item to get. But Global, Raw, use, RP, all the spells I just mentioned get used at the same time, and it secures a double kill for Ambrella. Unlucky timing. Cursed him.
Yeah, and it's just you pick Dawnbreaker because she can turn any fight around. Unfortunately, the Global is just too good, and there's no counterplay to it. You can't like BKB and Solar. It's just not going to work out for you at all. He does get the greedy mana drought on the AA, so that's going to be a nice bit of passive gold.
I know you said how, like, even if the Dawnbreaker gets a BKB, it's not going to make a difference, but TM's building it anyway.
Oh no, he has to, but it doesn't help you in saving your allies with it, with the Solar Guardian.
Yeah.
Nevermore, he's got.
Nope.
He's got Sansa Yasha.
And Aegis as well going into the hands, which I'm sure they're going to give over to. I'd probably say the Beastmaster, right? Like, DK's not really a traditionally good Aegis carrier, because you don't get the double ultimate. Meanwhile, TM has been caught. Body blocks from Sunsi, trying to hold him in place. Will eventually die. Now Nevermore, also in an awkward spot. He might be forced to stand his ground. Team Twin is here to help out here with the Matrix, with the robots. So we're going to have to keep his first life alive. Now they're going to turn around with the Raw. They want to focus him down. Can they kill him before he gets it? He spills off. Good skew away from Sunsi. Makes the space there for the Dark One. Continues to throw axes from afar, and eventually he does go down. Fantastic teamwork coming out from Ambrella. And eventually he does drop. So Kokonani wants to get this retaliation kill on towards Cyrus, and he is successful at that.
Oh, almost the skewer right next to the Tinker, but he is still able. Well, he still doesn't get him on the way back. And Team Twin actually tips him. He's like, you can't skewer me, can you?
Shackles as well on towards one. But doesn't look like either side are really willing to fully commit for this fight. But actually, never mind. People are respawning right now. Good two-man stun on Shackles. That's going to be 2 dead calls straight away. TM with a very tasty double. 39 also getting picked off towards the side. And that is Ambrella just sticking around way too long.
Aegis is on the Dragon Knight as well for the next fight, though. That's something to be a little bit worried about, but yeah, it's not too bad. By the way, I think sometimes one of us is not hearing the other on this score.
I think it's like we got that delay, you're back to living on the other side of the world to me, Atomo. You ran away.
As long as I'm close to the heart, that's all that matters. Is Cyrus, how many hits will take? That's 3, 4, 4.
Oh, he's dead. Still trying to build into that refresher as well. Like, how much is he away from it? Still quite a lot. Still about 2,000 gold.
Yeah, but with the Hand of Midas, he is getting there quite quickly, Like, he's on the way.
I suppose it is only 21 minutes into the game, so it has to be said. Team to win, trying to get out, but an easy ice path puts a stop to that one. I mean, this is the only problem with the build Sunsy's gone for. His right-click damage is beyond crap, to the point where now Team to win can TP out, but he has to RP for it. Wow.
Worth it. If you're the Tinker, you're like, yo guys, there's no RP now. That's one of their biggest team fight abilities along with the global.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, like, he's like, you skewered, you ice pathed, you A-tossed, you did all these right clicks, and still he had more than enough time to just rearm and TP again. Very unfortunate. Meanwhile, though, Raw used the bot lane, trying to focus on towards Nevermore. His ultimate is not off cooldown, but it doesn't matter. He's able to get the kill before his life fully runs out. And it is then obviously get the credit beforehand. Very nice.
Yep, at least the experience is not wasted as well, because you are, the AA gets it, whereas the Beastmaster, sure, he gets the kill, but that's about it. However, there's not much farm on the Wraith King compared to the Dragon Knight. He's quite a bit far from him, and he's going for a blink, which won't help him, man-to-man fight the Dragon Knight.
No. Maybe it's like what I was saying at the start of the game. Maybe he just wants to find the silencer, try and kill him as fast as possible. Meanwhile, talk about being found. It is the Tinker yet again. Team to win drops. It's now a godlike spree here for Bush.
I don't think Team to win is very comfortable with Tinker. I think yesterday he played it as well, and he lost his life a ton. And well, I'm not quite sure actually if he did, but in this game he is 1-11. Not the performance you want to see off of Tinker.
Yeah, it's just being found again and again, which is very unfortunate. But even still, 23 minutes in, it's only a 3,000 gold lead right now. Could 100% go either way. Well, actually, BKB used here from TM, trying to hide in the trees. And he does just get caught out from a Raw. It's going to be a free kill.
Big drag coming out from that shockwave. 13-3 on this Beastmaster. I think they're applying quite a decent amount of pressure here from the Radiant side. Dragon Knight, a minute for the Aegis to expire, but no BKB at least. If they can get on top of him, they have a chance to kill him with their magic.
Okay. In danger right now, jumping for the Beastmaster. He manages to get off the RP as well. He does still lose his life there to the Phantom Strike. An immediate tip as well there from Nevermore. Loses his first life, will be respawning now. The Beastmaster has to try and run away here with the BKB, but it's too much physical damage. He will still die. And now 39 is going to be the next one up on the chopping block. Bush does show himself. He has to be really careful here. Nevermore trying to chase after him. To use the Hurricane Pike, and it looks like they're going to give up the chase. But those are 3 very big, tasty kills there going the way of Zone Academy.
And 3 big ultimates used as well. The Global, the RP, as well as the Roar were all used and didn't make a difference. As all can get him! Oh, just a tiny bit.
Oh, does just run straight into the DK though. Not much mana left here as well from Kokonani. He needs some help from the rest of his team. We'll be able to get one jump away, but it looks like Bush is willing to carry on chasing. Team to win. Alright.
But
Creep does die, very lucky for him. I feel like he should not have been TPing in there.
by the way, Team to win is very close to getting the Guardian Greaves. It's going to be a nice bit of Dispel. One Dispel may not remove global silence completely, but it does reduce it to about like 2 seconds at max. So, it's not that bad at least. Oh, and he changed.
Picking up though. He's been caught yet again. Okay, there's going to be a Dawnbreaker roll. Come on him. Heals up so quickly. Trying to get a rearm off, but still the physical damage is insane. TM's going to try and at least get the trade on towards this Jakiro. One more hit. They will be able to find the kill. Nevermore's also coming in. It's all a big debate here at Tommy. They're going to try and focus down Ice Blast as well. But they get the kill before it even lands. Huge pick off there for the side of Zone Academy. But on the flip side of that, they did lose Kokonami in the mid here from this Magnus and DK.
And Ambrella Academy, they're knocking on the front doors of this tier 3 mid. Oh, I knew he was going to get skewered. I don't want to say anything,
but
he was like...
wrong side of the hill though. It's a little bit awkward. Eventually he's going to die. Just trying to waste time. Okay, Horn Toss throws him back. And you said what I've been trying to avoid saying this entire game. Is I keep going to say Ambrella Academy because of the damn TV show, but it's Ambrella Esports and Zone Academy.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I've nearly done it as well a few times. I probably have said it, to be honest.
You probably have, but I thought that was the right name. I was like, yeah, he's got it. He knows what he's talking about. In the meantime, though, even though they got a nice double kill top, the Ember being dead means that they don't seem like they want to be able to defend this. That's just the melee racks being taken here by Ambrella Esports.
Yeah. Instead, they just go for a free kill towards Cyrus, feeling like they're more than willing to sacrifice an entire set of barracks just for that. Lots of tips, man, being thrown out from these two teams. Absolutely hating each other. Meanwhile, they've got to be careful. Observable plays, team to win. He's deadened. Raw to secure the kill. Okay, they're going to try and go for another fight here with the Dawnbreaker. But he's too late to save his support. Going to stand his ground. BKB used, but still a lot of right damage coming out from this Beastmaster. Finally, Nevermore does show up with the help of Coco Nani. Is this going to be enough to turn it around? Beastmaster is dead. RP though lands on towards 2 with Macro, with Ice Bomb. It's easy lockdown, easy damage, and it's a huge double kill. There is going to be the second life though of Nevermore and a buyback as well from Coco Nami. See if they can get this +1. Sunsea's out. E-Bush in danger. Nevermore's on his tail. Quick hit. Oh, he actually forced off just before the stun, but he finds it either way. And eventually he will die. There's too much lockdown. Or will he? BKB used. Sunsea with a nice horn toss and skewer makes space for his carry to get out of there. Cyrus has to be careful though. He's put himself in a very dangerous position. Bush though thinking about re-engaging. Jump for the backlines for the Ember Spirit. Cyrus is dead and the DK was still hanging around.
You chase.
Those beautiful plays from Sunsea unfortunately mean absolutely nothing because they still lose their teammates.
Oh, it does cost them 2 buybacks, 2 core buybacks for them to go for that. They were worth it overall, but Roshan is not yet up. It's going to be a long Rosh, so unfortunately, while they do defend, they aren't going to be able to get too much out of this. Unless they can get sort of like quick offs or something like that.
I mean, do we know if it's a long Rosh or is this still the timer that even we can't tell?
Oh, well, I'm assuming it's the right one, actually.
Because it says guaranteed to respawn within this time. So
yeah, you're right. It might be... I have no idea how to see that timer thing. Oh,
so many things they need to change. Oh, Raw on towards TM. Nevermore though is here. They're going to try and help out his teammates. Look at the right click damage coming through, but again an Ice Path Macro making the space, but it's not enough to save his teammate. Instead, it will be a trade on towards TM. Nevermore though is going to be settled for that and just disengage. Obviously that is a dieback on the Dawnbreaker, but to be honest, this is actually a good time to get rid of that dieback timer, no? You're not going to suffer because of it.
Exactly. Like if you want to die, it's not in the pickoff, not in a big base defense where your team needs you to come back as soon as you can.
Nevermore. Little cheeky poke on towards Sunsea. Might actually try and go for a fight though. Blink available. Horn toss actually lands onto the AA of all people. He didn't even know he was there. That was very unlucky. And now Atos lockdown on towards Nevermore. He does have his ultimate available, so he will have the 2 lives to play with. But the quick barriers come in from Team to Win. Should be enough to keep him alive, but it's going to cost him his own life. Very sad.
I'm sorry, man. Team to Win is just having a miserable experience right now. Roche did come up in the meantime, so this could be an option for the Radiant side if they want to choose to, if they want to go for it.
Oh, it's still finding him though.
Could kill him.
Nevermore, full stand his ground, nearly takes Sunsea down, but he will have the second life. TP coming in from the Beastmaster as well, because this is a stolen outpost. They want to try and focus down this Wraith King again, but they just give up. Alright, they're not interested in chasing into the unknown.
To be fair, he has a silver edge in a couple of seconds, so they're like, yeah, we probably can't catch him. He's going to go invisible, and, why waste time? Sunsea is moving around with no health. That is a very bold man right there.
He's like, I've got my RP, so I still have impact, no matter what.
RP makes me bulletproof.
Yeah. He actually just bought out 2 salves. You don't normally see salves being bought 30 minutes into the game, but he really wants to stay out on the map. Although, up top, Team to Win again in an awkward spot. Sunsea, though, his blink being cancelled because of the robots. And so Nevermore just comes in, love taps, he is dead. Meanwhile, mid, trying to take another fight. BKB's being popped from both sides. Dawn ult, just to jump straight up and straight down again. The other 2 supports trying to help out here, but look how squishy they are to take so much damage. Actually, the stun, though, does land Bush. That long-range attack, it's an uphill miss. The A lives. Team to Win will not, though. He will fall. It's going to be the second global since TM falls. It's a double, and it's only the Wraith King left, and they just call it, Otomo. GG, it's 1 for 1.
Oh, he walks into the axes as they're flying. He cheats death once, but not twice. As Ambrella Esports, they take game.
Have a nice cocktail, little martini. Not bad. Nothing ever hard. Maybe you're
All
right,
right,
Bina.
let's see.
For battle.
Let's see how it's going to be. The dark one, by the way, is going to be on the Underlord. Quite a tanky trio on Ambrella Esports, right? Mag, Underlord, and Tiny. This Underlord gets a pipe, and how are you killing him? He's got 3 bracers queued up, by the way. I don't think he's going to get that, but that's a lot of bracers.
I think this is Underlord mid as well, because Sunsea has brown boots to start off the game, and that is not a mid laner item. So I think this is another switch around. This is the 3rd hero going into the mid with a new hero, like with a new character. I like it. They're mixing it up.
Of all the players, though, of all the heroes, it does feel like Underlord shouldn't struggle against the Emperor. You're big tanky, you have good armor, good damage. Ember Spirit is generally like great at poking people, but toe to toe, he's not that impressive stat-wise. And if you've got 3 bracers, you can smack him around.
Yeah, just mass stats, and we'll see if that's what Dark1 is going to fully go in for.
Trying to find if there's any... What is it? It's going to... Oh, there's going to be Shattering Crown for the Dark Willow. Yeah, that's the one that we're seeing more, which is that damage you take during the Cursed Crown countdown gets added later. It's kind of interesting.
Oh, did we note that the Underlord actually swapped up his facets and went for the Abyssal Horde instead?
I saw that.
Oh, wait. No, they are playing the Mag mid. But he's got brown boots. This is a terrible bit of itemization to go up against an Ember Spirit. What is happening?
I feel like that is unusual. I would have liked to see the Underlord instead, but yeah, this is a repeat and not a good repeat for them. Oh yeah, you're in buddy.
Yeah, I feel like they were going to play Underlord mid, and they made a last-second decision to swap it back to being the Mag mid. I don't know. We'll see if this decision comes back to bite him in the arse. I feel like already the Kokonami's just going to win this mid 2 times in a row, just like he has previously. Well, 3 times in a row, technically. Yeah.
He's been very impressive on his Ember Spirit and on his co-op. He has really showcased the very he's just looked good. Meanwhile, bottom lane is going to be the interesting one. You have Tinker and the Kunkka versus Jakiro and Tiny.
Cyrus makes a good switch. He has gone for the more support facet as well of Icebreaker.
No Twin Terror this time around.
No. Oh, I mean, Team to win is... Okay, does get a Dispose.
Punch.
Forces the sticks.
Punch.
3 hits.
Kick.
One more's all he needs,
there
maybe,
you go.
but he's finally going to be able to get a distance and get away. Oh, he's diving tower? Okay, no. He's behind the tree, he's saying.
Oh, there you go. He does have some vision there, but it's not going to be enough. If he had known that the reflection was going to come out, I think he would have kept chasing on Team to win. He's really into this.
Yeah, just wants to get a kill. You know, he's sick and tired of playing heroes like Tinker, man. He wants to be a little bit more active. I can feel it.
Oh, another attempt by Sunsui to try to go for that skewer, but it doesn't happen.
Yeah, he's desperately trying to get any sort of tower play he possibly can here to make up the difference in this mid. I mean, actually, he's beating in terms of CS. Sunsei's in the lead, but meanwhile, top, more action.
First blood.
Willow just able to get out. Team to win. He's going to dive for this one, and it does not pan out. The kill goes the way of the Radiant side. The first blood, though, is still intact because the tower got the kill.
Yeah, if that was a kick instead of a punch, he would have gotten the kill on the Marcy. Unfortunately, kicks, punches are much weaker, so doesn't get it.
That's true.
I would know because I've never been kicked or punched.
Really? Your whole life?
Yeah.
That's very strange, very uneventful. Meanwhile, Kokonami! Again, he gets another solo kill, 3rd time in a row, 3rd game in a row that he's been able to just solo kill the mid. This man is just really on it today.
He is having a fantastic time. All these attempts to try and get the score don't pay off. But unlike before, this doesn't extend his lead. This just gets him to catch up to the Magnus, who is, as you mentioned, having a really good time today. Well, at least in this game.
In this one. The first time that someone hasn't been nearly doubled up in terms of CS. Meanwhile, Cyrus does go down in the bot.
Dumbbell doing a very much better job on the Tinker. Previous game, tea time was was around like level 2 at 5 minutes and a half. He's already level 3 before 4.
Yeah, feeling much better this time around for sure. I mean, this is probably the least amount of actual hero kills we've seen in this entire series as well. Like, both teams are playing very calm. I feel like they know it's a best of one and elimination is on the line for this.
Yep. After, in game 1, they started off, Zone Academy did way better than we thought. Game 2 of Ambrella Esports, they were doing a decent job as well. But now it's like, hey, anyone who makes a big mistake, that could be the reason you lose. So, Konani, can he make it?
Yeah, his skew was still a couple of seconds away from being off of cooldown, so he couldn't quite snatch away that rune. Meanwhile, though, it looks like there's a trade of heroes on both lanes, actually. The Marcy dice up top, Cyrus losing his life with the bot lane at the same time. Just supports dropping like flies.
Again, as long as the Tinker is having a good time, I think that favors the Dire way more. You're okay with losing the Marcy. She's kind of a whatever hero. If you have a good time, that's good. If you don't, eh. But Tinker, if he can get going, it's going to be crazy. And reminder that the durability on the Radiant side is insane. 3 strength cores. What is this, Falcons?
It's quite mad. I feel like on the side of Zone Academy, they would have loved to have had the Underlord, having that percentage scaling damage would have been extremely useful.
I think that's the second bracer flying out. He queued 3 at the start. Do you think he's going to actually go 3 bracers? I think the Dark one won't go for it.
No, I think he's just going to stick with 2. Actually, he's got completed Arcanes coming out. Maybe he won't even bother completing the second one.
Now that these items don't double in value, I don't feel like buying them most of the time myself. I used to love, support Centaur. Oh, nice skewer.
Okay, damage onto Kokonami. Trade. Oh, nice aftershock as well. But he's able to get off the ulti. He has to jump back in to avoid the tower hit. Very good game presence there for Kokonami to keep himself alive. But Sunsea, he's got another shockwave and he kills him no matter what. Very nicely done here from Sunsea.
That was, but to be fair, you credit to Kokonani for dodging the tower shot coming towards him by diving into it. Alright, looks like that's just to secure the Lotus. Will he lose his life for it? Thorn misses.
He's going to cheat on dodging here. This tree's hurt a heck of a lot. Maybe it's just going to blow up pneumatic dumbbells and he's actually going to die. And now it is TM in a 1v2. He's getting tossed up, controlled. There's going to be the X mark pulling back. Torrent is out, but it's too little too late. TM will eventually die. Meanwhile, all that was going on. Team to Win died up top, and also Sunsea dies in the mid. Kokonami comes in for some revenge.
Kokonami is gonna do some work for his team. They're struggling on those side lanes, but it goes back to the same problem we mentioned. These aren't easy kills to get for Zone Academy. All the cores are tough. There's a Shadow Realm on Dark Willow. Jakiro is one of the most durable supports out there. It's just a hard draft to play against. And the win percentage is already 56 in favor of the Radiant.
I mean, according to the chart, it's been 56 since the game even started. It's been that the entire time game and playing favourites, it feels, towards Ambrella. For 7-minute wisdom. Oh! I heard an RP. I think Sunsea... I think he got dodged, actually, by Kokonami there. He's still trying to fight underneath the tier 1. But he has an arcane rune available. Team Twins also here, jumps in, just lands on his face there for the free kill.
Amazing jump. Meanwhile, Nevermore, not level 6 yet, so it doesn't have the Sunder. He's going to be... Oh, wait, nice use of the wand.
Yeah, it's caught in the trees. Big kill to find on towards Nevermore. There's a big pick off there. Looks like meanwhile the mids, they continue to fight on towards Cyrus. It does cost Team Twin his life, but Kokonami technically gets solo kill credit for that one. So more XP for this mid lane Ember. And all of a sudden, he shot up to level 8 or something.
Yeah, so is TM, by the way. No, sorry, I thought that was level 8. That's 6. My bad. The Kunkka is definitely struggling, and yeah, he struggles so much he pulls the plug. He's like, no more Dota. And the other one, question mark. Okay.
I always hate it when people have like the hundreds of spaces in their name, which makes it fly off to the side like that.
To be fair, that's just
for the right side.
No, that's because Arabic is written from the right to the left.
Oh yeah. That's just confusing for me.
Well, that's because your thinking is American. It's very confusing. It's confused all the time.
Don't insult me with saying I'm thinking American.
Like right now, he has a sad face, but because we start on the other side, it's yeah.
But then
sad face.
But then the voice line words still go towards the right, so when he uses them, it just overlaps his own name. That just looks messy.
That's a Valve problem. They're also American.
Poor coding.
But
oh.
Well, in the meantime, what are we looking at in terms of items? It is going to be the fast blink again for the Magnus. Jakiro is going for Arcane Boots. I think he basically has it if he wants to buy it. And Dark Willow, Tranquil Boots. I generally don't know how I feel about Tranquil Boots anymore now that they don't build into Boots of Bear. Like, you don't need it because drums have unlimited charges. It feels like they don't really need Boots of Bearing as much anymore.
Yeah, it does make the item a fair bit less valuable. But, I mean, I suppose if there's just constant fights happening, Tranquils are always going to pay themselves off. You know, all we need to do is just survive one engagement.
One thing that I remember talking to Divide Llama recently about this, and he was saying that Underlord did get a big buff this patch because Gleipnir builds from Rod of Atos, and Gleipnir is amazing for him. A group root while making your Firestorm and your Pit of Malice bigger is things that you just love to have.
Yeah, it's a very good point to make. Yeah, he's already got the Atos queued up, obviously. We'll see if he's just going to straight up rush into the Gleipnir or not. Who knows? Oh, Kokonami trying to hunt for the Underlord, but he's already TP'd back to base. Instead, we'll set up for a courier kill and potentially on towards the Dark World as well. The actual TP coming in with some reinforcements. Actually, no, it's just the Underlord on his own against 3 heroes. Still doing a lot of damage here with this Firestorm, man. Coming out ahead. Now, though, Pneumatic Dumbbell's also turned up, but the Pit's making the little Necro creeps. But eventually, he's just running out of steam here. The Dark One has to run away. The TP coming in from Sunsea. No RP available, so all he can do is go for the skewer move. Jump on in, Team to Win. Goes in there. He actually tosses him down to the low ground. Makes it a little bit awkward. Shockwave comes on out. Maybe Sunsea can actually live for this one. Maybe not, as Kokonami just needs one more right click, and he will finish him off. Meanwhile, 39 wasn't able to get the kill on towards Dumbbell. Trying to kill Team to Win as well, but nevermore. Kokonami. Someone play Benny Hill, man. They're just running around in these trees. Eventually, he's going to die.
They do steal the Wisdom Shrine in the meantime as well. Nevermore, he was like, there's a lot of fighting. Let me just go for the Wisdom Shrine. Surprising that it was still available at the 9-minute mark. And Team to Win, he does die, but that's because he let himself be killed so he can get full health and mana. Oh! Hand of Midas Terrorblade. We're farming now, boys.
I mean, oh, wow. Sunders on towards the Dark One and then just one-taps him to the face. That's gotta hurt.
That is brutal. Magnus does have RP now, and he is 1,000 gold away from the Blink Dagger. You probably could go RP someone, then just farm it if you need to.
You might have to be careful. It looks like there's quite a few people from Zone Academy coming into this mid. Maybe they want to look for a kill on towards Sun, see if they can get it, but daytime comes and they're all just going to disengage.
Kokonami, what's he building in this game? Is he still going for that the Mayslayer to Maelstrom build? Mayslayer for sure. We'll see if he wants the Maelstrom or not. My biggest worry right now is that while Zone Academy is in a good spot, unless they can get... Oh, Mob Lane! Oh, the dumbbell, the dumbbell!
In comes the boats. We'll actually land on towards 3. RP was already committed though, but TM is going to try and survive. He's very tanky because of the run buff. He's actually going to turn around on towards the kill Cypress. The Shockwave actually cancels out the jump mid-air for Team to Win, but it doesn't matter. The amount of damage is enough to get the kill. And now Bush, he has 8 stick charges, which will be enough to use some spells. But so far it's just Team to Win who's chasing after him. TM waiting for him to use all of his resources. And maybe Team to Win can kill him, but anyway, no he won't. Will eventually die, but TM gets a triple. He doesn't care.
That's a funny thing interaction for Morrissey. Each time you hit the tiny, your next punch does less damage. And as a support, you're not really hitting that much per hit anyway. Oh, laser! Laser! There you go.
That was taken down. Meanwhile, down on the bot, more action happening. Dark One may be in danger here. Kokonami was TM on the case. Tidebringer continuing to hit him through the trees. And one more slight gets the kill. You know, this game started off the most calm we've seen it, and now it's back to being the true chaos these guys have been bringing the entire time.
Oh dear. But it's every fight seems to be favoring Zonikai more and more. Look at the Magnus net worth right now.
Radiant's bottom
To be fair,
tower
once you have the blink, you can really like overcome that deficit. But right now, it's just gonna be a very late blink.
Yeah.
Oh.
It feels like that's how every mid's been up against Kokonami in this series. They've always just been poor as hell.
If Zone Academy wins this, they could have a very long day on
Radiant's
their
bottom
hands.
tower is
9
under attack.
games potentially.
It's
They'll be like,
quite a lot.
Kokonami, could you win mid night time? He'll be like, alright boys, I'll do it.
At least, you know, might have like that hour break between series. That's something. A little bit of
Radiant's
chance to
bottom
recuperate.
tower has fallen.
What are we looking at for the Tinker? The Tinker has faced the Holy Locket.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Torrent lands
The
onto
boat.
the high ground with the boat as well. Sunsi was able to avoid some of it there. RP as well,
RP in
up in
2.
2 seconds. Still gets caught though. Does he use it? He went to, but dies too quickly. And the Willow just TPs out. Another 2 big kills there for Zone Academy.
Despite their lineup, they are really suffering here on Ambrella Esports. Man, I was about to say Umbrella Academy. I'm surprised how inactive the Bush has been. He's been involved about 4 kills, but just kind of content to AFK farm for now.
Yeah, just doing whatever the hell he wants. I mean, might have to start making some moves soon. What's he actually building? He's got the Echo online, and that is it so far. I'm actually going to go for him for the Shard as his next item.
Top lane, Underlord, gonna be fine. Close.
No cancel.
But he does make it out.
Oh, team to win. Looks like he's getting poked on by Cyrus, just below to the south side. Not really enough to keep after this kill though. Just harassing him, but it's still a 7,000 gold lead here, 13 minutes in, for the side of Zone Academy. And it still only translates to like a 58% win probability.
Radiant's
Alright,
top tower is
do we
under
think
attack.
that Tinker is gonna be overcoming the Magnus soon?
Maybe. I mean,
Radiant's
what was
Looks like
it?
it.
400 golds? That's it?
Radiant's top
Yeah,
tower
that's
is under
an-
attack.
Oh, he's going for Guardian Greaves. I'm okay with this on the Tinker, but I don't think you can delay the Aghanim's too much. Oh, Tinker!
Speaking of both of the heroes, go for engagement, skewer back. He's actually still pretty tanky onto this Tinker, surviving a long time. But there was just no TP reinforcements coming on in, so he does lose his life. Although Kokonami trying to come through, the terrorized misses, but down to the south side. We have team to win on Bush right now. There's going to be the X into the boat, Torrent up, controlling him, lots of damage as well. So eventually Bush will go down. Very big kill to find, but on the same side,
Oh.
Cyrus actually gets kill credit for Kokonami. 6 kill streak as well, that's a lot of money. Oh,
That's
buyback?
Buys back!
Okay, Kokonami wants his revenge right now. Might be enough here to kill 2 of them. Actually going to try and turn this around, but it doesn't matter. The reinforcements come on through. Sunsea's skewer back, but it doesn't make a difference. They still lose their lives. 3 kills go the way of Zone Academy. I mean, Kokonami gets credit for 1 of those, so is that worth the buyback in your opinion?
Yes, very worth it. Like, it was a very ballsy move. Before he does that, I'd be like, I don't know if you should do it, but getting a triple kill out of it for your whole team is a big deal. And
A huge
dude,
one.
yeah, it can be worth it even if he doesn't get the killing blow. Come on, man. What are you, a core player now?
No. Meanwhile, mids, pneumatic dumbbell, trying to run away. TPing out. Is there any cancel? There we go. Ice Barb just in time.
There you go.
He will fall.
Seems like it's the same thing as we saw last game, where the Tinker just seems to be ultra aggressive, gets caught a lot. He's 2, 5, and 7. Oh, I have boat.
Okay, boat comes to the side. Will connect on towards Jakiro. Sunsea also drops. 2 nice little retaliation kills come out there from Zone Academy. Maybe the Willow's trying to get aggressive actually on towards the Ember now. Bedlam doing some work with the Firestorm. Terrorize does get dodged from the Slight. Very good timing. It does actually end up being a double for Kokonami, furthering their lead. Now up to 9k.
Interesting, the item pickup by the Dark One. He is going straight up for the Axe Scepter after the ATOS. It's not unusual, we see this a lot, but I would have thought he would have gone for something else this early in the game. And Tiny continues just complete AFK farm, uninvolved with his team, letting them try to make space for him.
Yeah, I mean, he has just bought He did go in for the shard
Radiant's
first
bottom
item.
tower is under attack.
Really wants to have those
Typical.
infinite trees. Helps him farm.
It does for sure. It's nice, and we'll see what he wants to go for next. Looks like it might be a Shadow Blade. Unless the Blitz Knuckle is a component of the Harpoon, which I don't think it is.
Oh, it's happened though, Tomo. The Tinker has now overtaken the Magnus. Oh, and then they get kills down the bottom. Cyrus does.
For Cyrus. That's alright. If you can line his Ice Path, that's all you really need from Jakiro. It's only level 1 Ice Path. It's actually... I've seen some people skip maxing out the dual breath to max out Ice Path, but Cyrus still likes the damage coming out from that. Oh, they may have seen the Magnus TPing bottom. Bottom! Bottom!
He goes to skewer back under the tower. RP as well does cancel out the jump in. The boat's just raining on down. They're going to focus down towards TM. He's pretty tanky, but he's just controlled underneath for tier 2. Eventually he's going to die. Or will he, though? In comes the Matrix, keeping him alive for a bit longer, but another blink skewer back finds the grab, and it will be the +1 on towards the dumbbell eventually. There you go.
And they get Bush on the other side of the map, so that's nice for them, but overall, you still lose pretty high value targets in the Kunkka as well as the Tinker. Tinker, as you mentioned, he's a core now. Core-ish. Actually,
Core-ish.
they're all pretty close in net worth, these supports. There's not much of a difference.
Nah, only 1,000 gold separate the Tinker and the Jakiro.
Tower is under attack.
39 is going for Ag's first item on the Dark Willow.
Oh, that's greedy.
That is greedy. He wants to turn into the right click Dark Willow. Cyrus deleted.
That's a freebie. Nevermore also picking up the credit for that one. Some extra farm for the TB to work with. Actually, Sunsea skewer back does land on towards Team to win, but the right clicks from Bush just destroys him. And Nevermore has to be careful. He's kind of on his own right now. It's only the Tinker nearby, but it doesn't matter. The right clicks are enough to kill the Willow. And in comes the Underlord, but he's pretty weak. Where's his HP? The right clicks just finish him off. Several mistakes here from Ambrella, and now with the involvement of the Ember Spirit, he's trying to hunt for a +1. Chikira's actually respawning Cyrus. Gets spotted by the tier 2. But TM, he's after the Tiny. That's the target he wants. X-Mark will connect. Sunsea blinks on in, trying to skewer away the TB right now. It's getting quite low, but can't lock him down. Bush, though, is still getting ran after by the Kunkka and the Ember Spirit both. And eventually, he too will fall. It's another big victory here for Zone Academy.
The whole time, the RP is just a few seconds away from being ready, but they are just going in one by one and trying to get, kill these targets like the TB when he has a Tinker right behind him, when he has the boat. Ambrella Esports, this just doesn't feel like the team that took down Winter Bears yesterday.
No, it doesn't. They're just not really able to make the best decisions, it feels. Actually, one thing to note is Sunsea, 2.8 thousand of his net worth is all in gold. Like, it's just sat in his pocket.
That means his net worth is basically 4,000 gold.
Yeah, basically, yeah, but it looks like a Dark One just gets caught out. Too many people appearing on top of him. He's dead.
Dire are scanning.
I don't think that a big RP is going to be enough to win your fight. Like, a big RP into Ice Path, Avalanche is nice, but I don't know if that's actually going to be enough. But 39 is getting very close to that Acceptor. Permanent Shadow Realm. Well, not permanent, but Shadow Realm while hitting is very nice.
It is. Also, the Axe picked up for the Underlord as well. See how that pans out. Then going to go for the Gleipnir next.
Like, Gleipnir would have been cheaper to upgrade straight up from an ATOS than to get the Ags, but we'll see. As long as he gets both, I'm going to be happy.
Mids. New Mag Dumbbell looks like he's been attacked by 2 cores. He's just so damn tanky on this Tinkerman. He's surviving so long, and it's all the time they need. Reinforcements have turned up, and now it's an awful situation here for Ambrella. They're just going to lose 2 where they failed to kill the Tinker.
Oh, Kokonani actually survives 3 versus 1 gank top lane, by the way. They had 3 people. I saw they were locked him with Ice Pad, they locked him with the Pit, and he still just doesn't die in the end. Oh.
Yeah, this is quickly gotten out of control here for the side of Ambrella. And Okay,
No, no,
fake deleted his item. I don't know what that was about. Imagine he get hit by like a random torrent whilst he did that and just lost his item.
I wonder which item he put down. Would he have put the axe or just like a, you know, a bracer and be like, Because an axe, if you put down axe scepter, you're really sending out a statement.
Yeah, I feel like putting down any item, it's not a good sign. Like, I feel like they're quite tilted at this stage. I mean, they're 19,000 goal behind at 22 minutes into the game. Obviously, in terms of how this game feels, they know that they're just a mile behind, and maybe they are getting quite disheartened.
They just lost another Wisdom Shrine. They lost the 7 minutes and the 21 minute shrines. That's going to hurt their sports quite a bit. And I think they're both, what, level 10? Yeah, 11 and 10 versus the 14-14.
Ouch.
Oh,
and then Bush has been found again. No. E2 is just going to die.
Okay.
There's Carry Tiny, unfortunately, just can't find anything. He still only has Echo Saver to his name.
Cyrus? What? He's just farming. Alright. 39 has got the Axe Scepter. This is what we've been building on. Dark Willow, machine gun hitting people from a mile away. Oh, okay.
Oh, RP used on towards Nevermore. But there's no skewer available to go for anything else. The Shockwave misses, so Nevermore is just going to run away. Can't get that far. Turn around with the Thunder though. Can they actually kill him? This is 4 people trying desperately. Survival on time. Terrorize is going to miss because of the skewer.
Lord.
He focuses on towards 39. Does get the Shadow Realm. 4 staff down to the low ground plus Glimmer. No way he lives. That is diabolical. Not allowed.
I can't believe he got the Thunder off.
Sudsy though, trying to finish him. The X-Mark pulls him back. He can't even finish him. Nevermore gets the credit. Instead, they're going to change their focus over towards the Ember Spirit. But they can't even finish him off. Cyrus loses life. And I wouldn't be too surprised if we see a GG call very soon here at Tomo. This is just so disheartening for the side of Ambrella Esports. Like Bush is trying to kill the Marcy. He can't even do that. He's going to die.
That's another Thunder. And he brings down. Bush is down, they bring down the Dark Willow as well. That's GG's called. They see the writing on the wall. They're like, this is not our game, ladies and gentlemen. And a very odd finish for Ambrella Esports at the end.
Yeah, I mean, this is just not the outcome we were expecting for this series whatsoever. We were expecting Zone Academy to be able to come out